Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your end of September 2017 tarot update. It's Rena here. As you can see, I've laid out the cards already. I wanted to start over again. And this is a general forecast. The heart of the matter is the Hierophant, which connects to the sign Taurus, if there's a person of that sign that you're dealing with in your life. But the Hierophant actually has a lot of the attributes of the 9th house that Sagittarius rules, even though it is connected by most people to Taurus. So higher education, the higher mind, philosophy, God, and it also deals with tradition, so marriage, and what, conforming to something that is part of this world. And that may be something you're having a conflict with, Sagittarius, for whatever reason. Let's just keep going and we will see. One thing I'll say, like for professionally, because I do get some cards here that suggest a decision that needs to be made regarding a professional matter. But for professional Sagittarians, this could be something involving a corporate environment where you feel like you're losing your sense of identity and you're having to, be fake in order to fit into this larger group, because the Hierophant can deal with groups. In the past position, we have the Star card, and I was even thinking that if this is a romantic relationship, you may have met a I was going to say Sagittarius, but Aquarius. This is connected to Aquarius, and you're dealing with a marriage situation, a traditional spouse that may be a perfectly wonderful person, but you feel so much more affinity for this person because they are different. And the other thing that this card could represent is that you feel a sense of possibility with something that you want to do professionally. And yet you are kind of confined in this environment that might be like a corporate environment where you don't really have a lot of individuality. And yet it might be very financially lucrative. This is always the big sticking point, because especially nowadays, people feel so desperate to have something that makes a decent amount of money, and and they don't want to even risk the possibility of being jobless, so they stay somewhere and play it safe. Actually, this card right here, having to make a choice. Now, this could be a situation where you have landed your dream job. The Star could be your dream job, and your marriage is what is keeping you not sure if you should stay or go. This is about, should I stay or should I go? I should call it the Clash card. The Hierophant could be about, are you going to honor your vows? Are you going to honor your marriage? But the Wands can connect to career matters. You are Wands because you're Sagittarius. All fire is represented by the Wands. And it's interesting that the fire element is connected to career because it's connected to creativity. So Pentacles, which you got also a Two of Pentacles, is connected to the nitty-gritty of the material world, right? All of the salary requirements, the actual money that you're making. But the Wands is the actual career aspirations. And are you feeling like you are wherever you are right now, you may not be feeling like it's stimulating you, and you may have gotten this offer that is so exciting. What crosses you, the challenge, is the Five of Wands. So I'm going to read this in the upright position because I think this is the more challenging, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a card, you see all these people involved. The number 5 is a number of instability, and with Wands, there's a combative energy here. And so this could be infighting at work, dog-eat-dog environment. I'm going to step all over you so that I can get ahead in my career. But this could be in your personal life, even if it's connected to the career. You could be duking it out with your partner because of this issue, and you're making the argument that you need to grow, you need to expand, which of course, as I said, this is something that has been featured with the eclipse in the 9th house, with the Mercury retrograde going back into that 9th house, starting from the 10th. So the issues of your life path, your career, and how they, meld or combine is kind of this. That's what that Mercury retrograde was all about. And if somebody's trying to thwart you and using the fact that you're married, or using the fact, I'm trying to think of what other possibilities. It could be something, I don't know how it would play out in that way, but I suppose it could be some religious dogma that keeps you from making a decision. Oh, one thing I'll say, if this is a personal relationship, you may be choosing between two people. One of them may be your spouse, or they could be a Taurus, or they could just be more traditional, conservative, and then you have this Aquarius person. Or if the person is not a prominent Aquarius, they may simply be your ideal mate, the person you've been waiting on. And yet you're struggling with this religious dogma about, oh, you don't get divorced. Once you made that commitment, you have to stick with it. And maybe you're a parent and you feel like, I can't uproot my children, I can't do anything like that. And I think if I were to consider anything, it would be the children, not any other aspect about some kind of religious doctrine, because I believe that we have to follow our bliss, but of course we do have to be as unselfish as possible in terms of not affecting people negatively if we can help it, especially children. But I think you know what I mean. The advice is the Five of Pentacles, and this is a card of looking at self-limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. The fact that this is Pentacles, and this is actually connected to, I looked it up, Mercury in Taurus. And Mercury is the thought process, and Taurus is a fixed earth sign. So a fixed earth sign like Taurus is very stubborn about the material world and what it represents, and can overemphasize it. It basically means rigid thinking, but it's about poverty consciousness. I would extend this beyond just dollars and cents to say that it's about what you believe that life is about. Is life just about the material? And some Sagittarians may struggle with this, especially if you have a lot of planets in Capricorn, which is a sign adjacent to Sagittarius. And personal planets can be in the signs that are right next to Sagittarius. So Scorpio is the other one, but I would say specifically Capricorn. And also it could be an ego thing too, where it's all about ambition and success. What is the definition of success? Is it having X number of money in the bank, having a certain job title, Or is it happiness? You know, is serenity, peace of mind, the ultimate sign of success? And law of attraction, like Abraham Hicks, can be a very useful resource. Just, you know, plugging in Abraham Hicks career or Abraham Hicks money and getting that little 15-minute boost on video or audio can be very effective in raising your vibration and putting you in that place where you are expecting good things to happen. So also that card can be a pessimistic mindset, and that's another thing that Capricorn sometimes falls prey to. Now, your moon sign could be any sign, and so could your rising sign. And when I say your moon sign could be any sign, obviously within one day it can't be every sign. But I'm saying based on the fact that you are a Sagittarius, it could be any sign. And same with your rising sign, and these things can have an impact on your, you know, basic outlook as well. So the outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So, you know, actually, I think the best meaning of this card, if you decide to stay in this area, is having two jobs. Maybe you decide to do your dream thing on the side so that you don't put so much pressure on yourself right off the bat. But it could be contemplating a job overseas. And the thing about when I was talking about two people, I was saying an Aquarius and a Taurus person. This card is, you could be even juggling those two people. But, you know, that I always have to be careful, because somebody wrote to me and said that it's never okay to cheat, you know, and I don't ever want to give the idea that I'm being lighthearted about it, and that I don't think that it's problematic, but I don't want to be too preachy either. You know, us Sagittarians, we can do that very easily. So anyway, Sagittarius, I hope that some of this, at least a few cards, resonated with you, and I wish you all the best in the rest of September. Bye.